Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Campbell Now. I'm Elise Sewell.
And I'm Hannah McCravey. There's been much talk about lately. One particular virus has college students on alert. An Elon University student was confirmed Tuesday to have a case of mumps. Although the cause of the infection is still unknown and no other cases have been reported, County Health Director Stacy Saunders said in a statement that they are working with the university and state public health partners to identify those who have had contact with the confirmed case. The virus is spread through close contact such as kissing, coughing, or drinking after someone. For precaution, Elon does require that incoming students have proof of at least 2 vaccinations against mumps or proof of the immunity. The student with the confirmed case has received 2 doses of the vaccine for mumps, measles, and rubella, as recommended by the CDC. This is the first time someone in Alamance County has had a confirmed case of mumps in the last 10 years.
Also, new health concerns of vaping are gaining interest. In Massachusetts, Governor Charlie Baker is ordering a 4-month ban of selling vaping products in the state. Baker ordered the ban this past Tuesday and is waiting for approval by a health council. 3 confirmed cases of pulmonary disease associated with vaping have been reported to the U.S. Center of Disease Control and Retention. There are 61 reports of potential cases of lung disease being investigated. The cases were reported to the state as a possible relation to e-cigarettes and vaping. The CDC is investigating the outbreak and the administration is working on a public awareness campaign.
In other news, the second case of the brazen schemes is settled. California father Devin Sloan was sentenced to 4 months in prison for a college admission scandal. He was accused of paying $250,000 to get his son into college and passing him off as a water polo player. The sentence is the second of its kind after the case of actress Felicity Huffman. Sloan pleaded guilty to the conspiracy of committing mail fraud. Judge Indira Talwani, who also took on Huffman's case, has sentenced Sloan to community service. After this break, hear news on the recent impeachment inquiry.
Hey!
There are amazing things to discover in the forest.
Toothless, time to go! What you picking up on, bud?
It's a whole hidden world of wonders. And the perfect place to spend time with family. What better place to let your imagination soar? Experience nature and create a memory you can share. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
Currently in national news, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi initiates impeachment proceedings towards President Donald Trump. The Speaker made the announcement Tuesday after news broke of a conversation between President Trump and the President of Ukraine that mentioned the son of former Vice President Joe Biden. Pelosi personally informed the President of her decision. According to the Washington Post, there are currently 196 Democrats backing the impeachment inquiry.
Releasing information to foreign agents is a serious crime with serious consequences. This past Tuesday, Rockwell Hansen was sentenced to 10 years in prison after trying to pass defense information to China. In March, Hansen pleaded guilty to gathering and delivering defense information to a foreign government. His original sentence was 15 years, but since his initial arrest in June 2018, Hansen has cooperated well with investigators that District Judge D. Benson saw a sentence reduction as appropriate. The ex-intelligence officer feels great remorse and was reported to have apologized for his actions. After his sentence, Hansen may have 5 years of supervised release. In other recent news, several law enforcement agencies sent officers on a massive search for a kidnapping suspect in Zebulon. The incident began Tuesday around 4:30 a.m. during a traffic stop on Highway 64. Raleigh police had been alerted about a possible kidnapping involving the driver. The suspect was identified as 23-year-old man named Hugo Yerrit Cortez Ramirez. A written statement from Raleigh police said that the suspect was found dead in a nearby woods. Authorities said his death was caused by a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The kidnapping victim, who's identified has not been released, was found in the car and was taken by officers from the scene. The North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation has taken an inquiry on the case.
The Sanford Police Department faces a possible loss of one of their officers. The officers were called to the Dollar Tree to handle an armed robbery. A press release was released Tuesday saying the clerk was demanded to hand over money and that the suspect was armed with a knife. The police soon located the suspect in a wooded area. Prosecutors claim one of the officers fired his weapon at the suspect. The injured suspect was then sent to Central Carolina Hospital. The unnamed officer is currently on administrative leave while the State Bureau of Investigation looks into the case. When we return, hear about issues along our coast and more state news.
Hi.
Can you help me?
I got it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared, so start now.
Right now? Right now.
You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Recent water conditions are proving deadly. Last week, 2 bodies have been found in waters on Topsail Island. On Sunday, 69-year-old man Fernando Garcia Jr. was found lifeless on the south side of Topsail Island. Witnesses reported to WWAY that he was kayaking before he decided to go for a swim. Just 5 days earlier, another man of 62 years old was also found dead. The National Weather Service of Wilmington did warn the dangerous rip currents and rough conditions last week. Though the water conditions should be better in the upcoming week, safety is strongly encouraged to the town.
On the other hand, the people of Greensboro are in the water under better conditions. As of Tuesday, the Greensboro Aquatic Center held a grand opening for the 4th pool in the facility, giving them the new title of the largest indoor swimming facility in the country. This new pool is 27,000 square feet and gives the community access to 19 new lanes to swim around in. Even before this addition, the Aquatic Center was a top facility, bringing in major aquatic competitions into the area. Aquatic sports have increased in demand throughout the Triad, and this new addition is sure to please swimmers.
Good things are also happening in this area. A new coffee shop is planning to open in Cary, North Carolina, giving job opportunities to people with disabilities. The co-founders of Esteemed Coffee, Angie Hudson and Tamara Lapsley, launched this nonprofit opportunity as a way to bring people with disabilities back into the mainstream of society. Their inspiration came from a visit to Biddy and Bo's Coffee Work in Wilmington. Hudson was also inspired to help those with disabilities because of her own experience of being legally blind since college. They hope that giving them a paying job will lead to many more opportunities for their employees. The co-founders are currently in the process of raising money and finding a location. So far, they have held a fundraiser in downtown Cary and have pitched the idea to potential donors. They hope to have the cafe open by next year. Thanks for joining us on Campbell Now. I'm Elise Sewell.
And I'm Hannah McCravey. Be sure to tune in to Campbell Now Monday nights and to College Corner on Tuesdays.